and yabba dabba doo for you too. Today on whatever Wednesday here on Neko-Lord in Nerdland. Today I present the game The Flintstones for Super Nintendo. Some of you might know the animated series of The Flintstones. It's from the 60s and there has been a movie in the 90s. Yes, and here I tried my, let's call it music skill, which are rudimental. Let's say rudimental, that at least doesn't sound that bad. So here we have the password system. To enter a password, you have to use one of the phrases or one of the sentences which are given when you finish a whole area or a level. And sometimes these sentences make sense, and well, sometimes they don't. One of these examples is orangutan likes raw meat, I think. It was strange sentences. And here I created Fred loves weird food. I guess he does. By the way, Fred Flintstone, as you can see, is the main character. In the movie of the 90s, he was portrayed by John Goodman. In my opinion, a great actor. Although this character only roughly looks like him. But I think it's better, especially when you think of this animation when walking on these rolls. It looks a bit strange. And I think John Goodman, or the real John Goodman, isn't that easy exhausted by, well, just standing there as Fred was. So, let's get directly into the game. So, as you can see, that's the controller that you need. So the game starts at his work. Shift is finished and he's walking and, well, doesn't know what to do. There's no introduction. It's just go ahead and you will see what you have to do. So I'll just start with the controls. It's, the animation, the same as the password animation when walking over the rolls. Looks weird. Look at his arms. He got gum arms. Wow, looks strange. Also, there's one thing that you have to learn, and it's pretty difficult at the beginning. When jumping at a cliff, you don't exactly know where the point is to reach the cliff and to get on the next level. But who cares? It somehow worked. And yes, here I died. You will die a lot, so that's okay. Let's get back to the controls. You will jump on A. You will use his bowling ball that you can collect, and you will see on the bottom. Those you can roll. Then you can collect some small rocks that you can throw. You throw them with the X button, and with the Y button you smash your club as seen. That was one of the rocks. Very effective in my opinion. So, by the way, I will only give you a rough playthrough. I played the whole game, but I didn't want to record every second step by step of the game, so I just made this combination. That's a very good part at the beginning, because you have no idea what you have to do with this small lizard. It's just there and you think, well, is it an enemy or what do I have to do? That was also why I've been hitting him with the club so many times. And here one thing with the cliff hanging. It's on the same height as the left cliff that I jump on, but I can't get on the right cliff. I don't know why. I tried several times. I just didn't make it. And that's my revenge. In this case, I didn't need the lizard to get this platform. So that's the sequence when you totally lose all your lives. You, well, can either continue or go to your wife, Wilma, Wilma and scream after her. Yeah, shift is over. So here is the first enemy. I still don't know why he has to fight him, because his shift ended and, well, he has to fight this guy. I don't know the intention of him going into this adventure on the first place. Later on it's shown, or his motives are shown why he's doing this, but at the beginning you just walk at your work and then you get this guy. Maybe it's his supervisor and he has some problems with him and that's why he's fighting him. I skipped some of the frames because it was almost endless. I threw the ball, he blocked it, and over again. So here you can see his kid and his friend Barney's kid, and Cliff, that's his boss in the movie. And yes, there are some moments I really think that it's a bit strange, but it's okay. Yes, in this level you're walking with your, let's call it, car, and you have to bounce the kids over and over again. And it's really weird because you only barely know where you have to be or where the child will land. That's also a main thing of the game. And there you can see pop cultural aspect. Everyone knows rocks are us. That's a funny joke with Toys R Us. Yes, by the way, in the whole game you very often have the feeling that you can't do precise moves or jumps or anything like that, so this will conclude in many deaths. And after finally finishing this area, this is the sequence. You see up there is the password: Bam Bam makes small rocks, whatever this shall mean. So here we are in the next section now. It's the jungle. And I didn't know what it makes. I thought it would hurt me, but it didn't. A creature like this existed in Secret of Evermore, and there it was very painful. If you don't know what this is, this seems to be tar on the right side, or a swamp, and he can't swim, I guess. Especially when you try to, well, jump on it, because it doesn't look like water in the first moment. You will die, and you have to learn this, but that's okay. There are many things that you have to learn without getting any clues or any hints what to do, and some things, in my opinion, doesn't make sense. You can hit these. You can't hit this mammoth. You just die by touching it a bit in the back, and you can't even hurt it, but that's okay. And also these switches, when you switch them, why don't they go down? Why do they go up? You think, have I really switched this? Do I have to put something on there? It's okay. That's why I call it, in my opinion, a trashy, very trashy game. Some passages are really very unfair, but you will see them. This is one of the I hate this monster, because you only can hit it with the club, and you will every time lose health. There's no chance to not get hit. So you walk into it, and then your way is blocked by the tree, but the mammoth walks on. That's great. There's no information that this woodpecker destroys the bridge, and well, then the mammoth walks in there. You just have to try, but you have no idea that you have to interact with this woodpecker, or whatever it was. Maybe a small pterodon, because woodpeckers doesn't exist in this time. Here you have a collection of his animations, except for the breathing, the exhausting breathing. He's almost sleeping, and he's having food. That's a perfect unfair situation. You have no idea that you will fall down. You will get hit by a tar spit. You jump over and over, and then you get hit by a tar spit again. And also here, you can't see that this will fall down. So, especially the view is not the best, because it's hard to see what will happen some meters in front of him. Also, it's great. You have no idea. You can't see anything what is going on there. You will hit 3 times for nothing. So on the second try, I just jumped over it. The next perfect enemy, you have in the first moment no idea how you have to deal damage, because his, I say, supervisor could be damaged with the bowling ball and the small rocks, and with the club. And here, neither the club, nor the bowling ball, nor the rocks can damage this enemy. So, how to damage them? You have these coconut-like, things on top of the tree, and when you smash your club on the ground, then they will fall down. And only those who are shaken. This cost me many tries. Especially the movement pattern of this saber-toothed cat was hard to notice, or hard to understand. Because when throwing a rock or a ball, it looks like he was going for this rock or this ball, and trying to interact, and then he got back. It was really strange to understand what to do. So you will see, believe me, if you play this game, you will die a lot. Because of 2 reasons. Because of unfair spots, and because of moments when you don't have any idea what you have to do. And there's the next sequence. Cliff hides hot juice. Sure, Cliff hides hot juice. That makes totally sense. Same as the fact that Cliff was wearing a gorilla or an ape suit. So, and now we are in the volcano, and there's almost no area or no sequence where you don't get damaged or don't die. Here, these platforms come and go, and you have no idea that you have to go forward and then backward. Forward, backward. Yeah. Stupid. So now you see, I got it. And then the last platform is only there for 1 sec. So I guess you have 2 frames time to, jump off. And when you're too slow, then you'll die. And you have to start the whole level all over again. Isn't that great? I think no, it isn't. So this level is very confusing, because one thing, I have no idea why this chain was there. And now this part here. You sometimes roll these rocks, then you jump on them to get on a higher platform. But you can't, because the small rock is blocking your way. So what you have to do, you have to wait for the lava, and then it destroys the small rock, and then you can go on. Who would think that this lava would go back after it was raising? That doesn't make sense. And that's the that's just an unfair situation, because you can't cross these small things without getting hurt. Here, you have no idea where these rocks will fall. Especially this one thing, you have to think where the rocks that are coming over to you, where they might come. Because of the close vision, the character is totally in the center, and when the rocks are getting into your view, you have only very, very small time to react. So this will react in one of your virtual deaths, as many others before. And there she is. That's Halle Berry. Although she doesn't show so much lag in the movie, but, well, Halle Berry is great. Whether she shows much or less, or... I'm confused. Halle Berry is great. So, and the next area is finished. And now we're in the last area. It's called Machine. And also here are no cleans. There's a switch, and you think that you have to pull or push it. No, this switch is just deco. Nothing to do with it. You see? Nothing. And you, I guess, every time in this area you will get hit by the stones. And that's also a very controversial area, because you'd like to go right. I guess you can see, if you duck too early, you will go down. So there you can see on the right area, there you can go right, and you want to go right. So you just step right, but that doesn't work. Pushing up and down on the digipad works with going up and down with your platform thing. But when you want to go left or right, then you have to use your L and R triggers on your pad. There's no information about it. And yes, it's a great technical progression that in the Stone Age such installments already existed. But okay. And still I don't have any clue why these levels are, well, designed this way. And we made it! The game is finally over, and there's a Mexican standoff with Fred and Cliff. Well, and he's just making a joke, and then he pulls a switch and is made into a statue. Awesome. Yes. So, we finished the game, and the game thanks us that we've been playing it. Well, I wish I wouldn't, but well, I just thought trash game time, and I finished it, so that's okay. Well, now I can say I finished the Flintstones game. And people will say, why did you? Didn't you have anything else to do? Couldn't you have saved the planet instead? Or couldn't you have done any good deed instead of playing the Flintstones game? Well, if someone asked me like something like this, I would just answer, well, look behind and who steal his kids, just like Cliff did. No, I wouldn't. I would just say, well, I just wanted to try this game, although I knew that's a trash game, but well, I was just interested. But therefore, I have plenty other games for you prepared. For example, already seen a Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past episode. Further episodes will follow. Here you can see the Eastern Palace, and I also have Mega Man X1 and Mega Man X3 prepared for you. A whole playthrough. By the way, Sigma was a pain in the A in both titles. And on the right corner, on the lower right corner, you see Donkey Kong Country, one of the greatest jump and runs on Super Nintendo in the 90s. In my opinion, it's even better than Mario, but well, you can decide on your own. There, a whole playthrough is prepared for you, and I will give you the episodes. So, I hope you liked this video, this short roundup of the Flintstones games here on Neko-Lord in Nerdland today on whatever Wednesday. You also saw the teaser videos of my next replay episodes, and well, I only can say I hope you enjoyed it, and I also hope that I can see you soon, or that you will see me and my videos soon. So farewell, bye bye.